Hello and welcome back to Vampyr. So this time we are going to start doing some quests and we should be seeing a bit more action than in the last video, hopefully. So we have Nurse Crane who's pretty impatient for us to come out. She has probably something to ask of us, but before that I just want to see if we can upgrade that machete. I think I might have missed something last time. So if I try here, yeah, there we go. More damage, it's always good. Can we increase it by another level? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we're pretty well geared now. And I'm not really going to use the rest of this stuff, at least for the one-hand weapons, so I'm gonna go and visit our friend Rakesh to try and sell off some of it. Yes, I'm coming.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Lady, if you enter my room, I will drink you. She might get suspicious if I say this. I'm gonna try. There's nothing here.
Sorry, there's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Of course it's in the morgue. I mean, you've got a whole third floor that serves literally no purpose, and you use the morgue as a storeroom. Because why not? Seriously. Video game logic. Anything here? Yes. Of course,
It's locked.
What happened to this door? Nothing. So I want to go sell some stuff first. I could go to Milton or Rakesh. I like Rakesh better if I can find him.
I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave
Will I
as
hear
your
him?
wife. I hope that might help.
Ah.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Are you unlocked now? Nope.
It's locked, all right.
Hello.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
So there's some stuff I can't sell. I don't like the attack speed of this thing, so I don't really need it, but I'm wondering if we might need it for a quest. Nah, let's live dangerously. Any of this might be useful. I can't sell my guns. Why? I mean, sure, I'd keep one just in case, but why both? Oh well. And off to the morgue we go. I think it's over here. Ooh, trash can. Yeah. Nothing here.
I cannot enter.
Doesn't sound like we're alone in here. Anything useful? Was there anything over here? Not really. Hello? Oh. Oh joy. I just want to point out that this place was sealed off. Like, I had to use a key to get in here. But of course, doesn't sound like we're alone at all. Let's open the door first thing. And the loading screens in this game. Are you freezing on me? Alright. That's the morgue, right? Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to unlock the door for quicker access next time. Alright, back to Disneyland. Okay, so candles are burning, so obviously this wasn't that sealed off, or someone's been living here trapped. Of course there's a basement. There's always a basement in the morgue. Evil vision. Nothing. Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. It's locked.
Well, I better get the key because I'm not coming back here.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Why? What was that? Oh, lamp. Like, why can't you unlock this door? Not the base. Ah! Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Okay, that one scared me. Did I come here?
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Okay, you are really dead. A blood sample to analyze. Is there something here? I saw that. I'm looking here already. Where is he? Okay, I'm not crazy, I just saw someone vanish. That's right. Oh, blood. Duh. Yay. Okay, so I've got one guy.
These Skals feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
At least they're not deaf like the vampire hunters. What's over here? Nothing. Cool. I'm fine with that. Okay, so whoa. You're a fast one. I'm not a fan of the music. Are you gonna go Bioshock on me? Samuel Connor. Fisherman, natural. Fast progressing pneumonia by virus induced pulmonary constitution. So that's natural death. Tippets, burn again. Tippets.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Yeah, so they've like... They did an autopsy for the flu.
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Why would you operate for the flu?
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Alright then, as soon as I can get out of here, I will...
It's locked.
Offhand weapon to directly absorb blood, as opposed to stabbing them. Guess we can try that. Done. Nah, stick with the steak for now. You're still dead. Good. Let's open this. So I guess that's why Nurse Brannigan said she was worried about Dr. Tippett's being exhausted. Maybe she was aware of this and wanted to protect him. Okay, so same cheerful place. Alright then, let's go. Jumbo. Whoa! You are not killing me. Okay, let's... leave me alone! Not a bad idea. Just let me heal.
Skals can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Yeah, we'll get to that, Jonathan, don't worry.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Anything else? This looks medieval. Anything here? Pick this up. Like, who would have their office here? Treatment for fatigue. Alright. Alright then. What is this? Fatigue, anemia, sepsis, pneumonia, bronchitis, and cold. What did Nurse Brannigan want again? Nurse Crane. Oh well. Let's go back and see her. Back to the world of the living. Sort of. How did you get in? I killed everyone. Should probably drink some blood. Anyone else? The loading screens just keep freezing on me. Alrighty. Our business crane. Should have got crazy. Pippa. Scarface. Guess she's still upstairs. Maybe not.
I wish I could be sick again.
We'll talk to you. Professor Hojo. There's a lady somewhere. Ah.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Yes, Doctor?
Yeah, sure.
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Do I really have to ask her that?
Please, could you point me in the direction of the morgue again?
It's the large boarded-up building behind the hospital. You can't miss it. The key I gave you will open the small back door
I'm
to
aware,
it.
thank you.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
What a blundering idiot.
Yes, Doctor?
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
Defensive supplies in, I...
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Well, too bad for that.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
So we have the medical checkup button that we should start using now.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Yes, we don't have it yet.
I will see you later. I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
What a blundering idiot.
Yes, Doctor?
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank you.
So we have to craft the medicine.
I will not let you down.
Okay. So it's just fatigue. Really? Hmm.
Down, my boy.
Alright. And I got lost again. This is the central room. Anything else we can do? Can't upgrade this more, can I? I'll go with this.
It's locked,
Alright then.
all right.
Yes, I know, Eagle Vision. Actually, I have to talk to him.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good
Not
news
really.
to share?
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
I used to like you.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Something new here.
Goodbye, Dr.
I guess I
Tibbets.
could talk to Nurse Brannigan about this.
Daily routine.
Where is she?
You'll be fine. We'll take care of it.
Ooh, unknown lady. Milton, that's probably her, right? Yes, it is.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
That's a bit too late. And failed. Crap.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
So I screwed up. Didn't I have something for... No, wait. That was the last time. He said he lost his wallet.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Okay. Because I played through this part already back when the sound hadn't been recording, and I found his wallet, so I just wanna make sure I get it this time as well.
I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife.
Oh, he's so nice.
That might help.
So his wallet was somewhere around here. Ah, there we go. So Milton and Pippa are a couple. I actually think they're perfect for each other because...
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
I mean, they're both fed up with everything, and looks like they're each running a racket, charging people a fee for their services as a nurse and an ambulance driver. Either that or they're actually running a racket together, which wouldn't surprise me. So let's go see Milton. Anything here? Over there, right? Yes.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Indeed I am.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr.
I don't
Reed.
need a bribe.
Goodbye, Milton.
But thank you anyway. Where is Pippa? There you are. Pretty good blood quality, don't you?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
I hadn't gotten that hit last time, so...
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
How can you be affected by the misery around you, and be so heartless at the same time? Which is the real you, Nurse Hawkins?
I could ask you the same question, Dr. Reed. Are you more real when you lie to a dying patient, or when you grant him useless medication?
You are dying, girl.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, so I want to start killing people pretty soon. We still have Mesmerize level 1. Now this isn't a skill that you can just put experience points in and level up, unfortunately. I think it's linked to story progression, so... Can I kill you soon? You're level 3. Level 2. Yeah, so we can actually kill this guy and everything's seems to be pretty much done. His blood quality is top. Of course he's not sick, he's just got a broken arm, but the way things are going with these two idiots, looks like he'll be spending the rest of his life in the hospital anyway before getting his surgery, so... As much as I like him, I'll be killing him off pretty soon. But we will get Dyson first, as promised, and conveniently he's level 1 as well, so... Yeah, that's the plan for now. But Pippa's pretty high on the list. And I wanted to Nurse Crane, didn't I? Because I have a remedy now.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, Nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls? When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Medical checkup.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
So how does fatigue affect your throat? Did your mother try to strangle you? I don't trust her.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Well?
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
Nothing new.
As for me...
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Okay, well, screw you.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Where's Hojo? Ah.
Reads me like a...
Blood temptation. I'm aware of that.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Nothing new. Didn't I do everything?
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Like, this guy's going to unleash a zombie apocalypse or something. I'm convinced of that.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Jonathan is so much taller than... Oh. Well, he's not that much taller. He was just stepping on this. Anyhow. Hideout. Dr. Swansea. Where's the story we're talking about? Whitechapel, West End. So this is where Jack the Reaper did his thing. So looking forward to exploring Whitechapel. Okay. Swansea. Track. Thank you. Did that. Did that. And the Vampire Lady. Cool. It's not that far, I'll get to it pretty quickly. Let's go see Dr. Swansea. Hello, Crazy.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
He kind of wants to.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activity.
I really hope we can turn people into vampires. Because I'm turning those two for sure.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
I like his theme song. It's pretty cheerful. For this game anyway.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
I'll get back to you later.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Can I take anything? Situations. Yeah, so this is Dr. Aykroyd going to the big boss, to speak against Dr. Strickland regarding Harvey Fiddick's arm. So there's more than one species of vampire, we know that. There's the Skals. Stop stalking me. Uh, 1910 XP. Wouldn't hurt to spend some XP actually. Oh, that's my objective later on. Anything else I can craft? Alright, so I want to bite harder. Thank you. More health never hurts. Alright, let's go with this. Okay, so he's healed, that's good. Nobody died during the night, that's even better. So this unknown district is in serious condition. We haven't even discovered it yet, so I hope it can wait for me to get there. And we are now level 9. So let's leave things here for the time being. Next time we'll go meet the impossibly delicate Lady Ashbury, find out who's been threatening her cover, and then continue our quest line. And hopefully kill a citizen or two in the process. Right, well, thank you so much for watching!